Welcome back, everybody, here on a beautiful Friday morning. Off and rolling. Corey Provis, voice of the Twins, will join us in about 15 minutes. Chat everything about after a long three-city road trip for the Twins. Speaking of long, it was a long day yesterday for the Moorhead Spud baseball team, but it was worth it as the Spuds beat St. Michael Albertville in the winner-take-all game to win the Section 8 4A championship, earning Moorhead's trip to state. First time since 1990 that the Spuds will play at the state baseball tournament. It was a short night, but a good night for our next guest. Longtime head coach Greg Salvevold is good enough to join us here after a short night of rest. He might be blurry-eyed, but congratulations, my man. This is 3 decades in the making. You've been doing this a long time. Just describe the emotion this morning knowing you're going to the state baseball tournament.
Oh, it's unbelievable. Just having that experience. And every year, that's every kid's dream that wants to go to a state tournament and play on the fields down there. And, on next Wednesday, we'll be playing on CHS field. And if you make it to third place game or championship game, it's on Target Field. How awesome would that be? But the kids, from day one, they knew what they could do, and they proved it. And just watching the leadership of this senior group, man, just well deserved.
What has happened with your team over the last 3 weeks? Like you just became possessed, it seems like, of how you've played. Can you put your finger on what's happened over the last couple of weeks?
Oh, it's just, yeah, words can't really describe it, just because, we had that stretch where nothing was going our way. And we're just like, man, we have a team that can do so much, and just keeping them in that positive note of, hey, this is baseball and we know we're going to come out of it. I mean, games we'd barrel the bat against Brainerd 8-9 times right at people. And we lost 4-1. Playing Bemidji, 8 ground ball hits and we lose 2-0. Just nothing was going our way. But I think the biggest message that we told the boys, like, this stretch is going to make you want it more. And right when we started winning some games and things going for us, it was just like magic, like making plays, not having the errors, doing the right thing, timely hitting, 2-out hits, and them just believing in themselves that, hey, this is what our team is all about. And right when we started winning, it was just, we were just rolling.
I'll get to last night in a second. I want to go back, though, Greg, to the win over Sartell. Extra inning win. What did that do to start sections to say, okay, we're on a roll, we can do something here?
Yeah, our pitching, a 2.3 ERA all year. And I was just telling you, in 10 losses. And, that's just baseball. And we knew once we get our bats going, good things are going to happen. And we told the boys also that the best timing is at the end. Everyone's 0-0. And just getting those timely hits and having our pitchers go in there and throw strikes, that was so key. Easton Gross, going in there and pitching 15, I think it was scoreless innings, but maybe 1 run. That's just awesome. And Drake Kunza, like last night, he starts the game, he throws 75, 80 pitches, and Heinz on the mound for us was just throwing a gem, and he puttered out a little bit, and Drake Kunza, no, he didn't putter out. He met his pitch count. Sorry. And we had to take him out, and Drake Kunza in the background is like, Salvi, give me the ball. I'm ready to go. So having that senior leadership, wanting to have the ball at that key moment, and seeing what he did at the last 2 innings was just outstanding to give us the win.
We just saw, Salvi, the Bison baseball team go through it where they had to need both games in the championship round to beat Oral Roberts. You were in the same position. You play a heck of a first game. STMA wins it by 1. So you don't have a whole lot of time. You got, like 25 minutes. What do you tell the guys in between games 1 and 2 before you get back out there?
When you've been on that winning streak, having that loss, it was like what do we need to do, boys? They were sitting in the dugout, um, wondering what's going to happen on the second game and doubting themselves in a sense. So we had to get the boys together to say, hey, that's the game of baseball. We had 2 hits. We didn't deserve to win, and we get another chance. And that's what's awesome coming to be the undefeated team into that championship
Right.
game. You get another chance. And we kind of flip-flopped roles. They had 3 hits, and we had the timely hitting, and things went good for us. And some of the plays in the field were just outstanding that helped us win that game.
We're watching video, Salvi, of you. You gave a hug to everybody when you gave the medal. Describe what that moment was like for you.
Oh, it's hard to keep in the emotions just thinking about like all the former Spuds, like unbelievable. You look at our senior leadership and the guys that have changed these boys into young men and leaders, like our seniors this year. The Wyatt Tweets, Carson Zimmel, Carter Heinch, Cullen Wilson, like they're the reason why these guys have grown so much in the game of baseball because of their leadership and them showing these younger guys what it takes. And our bench mob, unbelievable. I have to give them some some remarks because they were unbelievable. Owen Choen coming in there, and being that 10th player and having everyone just rally around the starting 9, 10 guys. They're on the bus. They do a starting lineup for bench mob on the bus before the games during playoffs. And it's, I mean, just seeing that atmosphere and that leadership of every guy knowing their role. And we've talked about it all year. It takes everyone on the team. And that's why we won the championship, because of everyone on our team.
To keep the good vibes rolling here with what's happened in Moorhead this year. You know what happened with hockey? Lacrosse obviously won yesterday. Girls hockey made it to state. Basketball on the boys' side gets there. What is it? Did you feel some inherent pressure? Like, hey, we got to keep our end of the bargain up in the spring sports season?
Oh yeah, I mean, me being a hockey guy too, like that was just an unbelievable experience. Going through that and seeing the stretch that we've gone to state so many times and not winning that big one. Yeah. And that's kind of like baseball. We haven't been to state for 35 years. And these boys wanted it so bad. They see that the winning streak that we're on and the confidence that was building up. I mean, they knew they could do it, and seeing all these team sports do what they've done. I mean, it was just our time, and so exciting to see these boys do what they've done.
Before I let you go, so you'll find out tomorrow your seed and who you face. You mentioned you're going to be playing at the home of the St. Paul Saints next Wednesday. Just for yourself, you've been in baseball forever. You've played professional baseball. What is that moment going to be like for you before the game next Wednesday that we did it, we finally got here?
I think the biggest thing I told the guys is, hey, we have unfinished business. Like we can not only go to a state tournament, but do something at a state tournament. I mean, with our pitching, you know how baseball is. You get good pitching and anything can happen. You can shut down good hitting teams. And I think these boys realize what they've done, but they know it's unfinished business and they want to make a statement down at the state tournament.
I wish I had more time. You could tell the story of how in the world you got on the field at the World Series when the Phillies won it in 2008. Is there a way you could tell that story in under 2 minutes?
Oh, I mean, I was just telling someone the other day about that. Coast has been such an instrumental to my baseball.
Yes.
But I had a Coast shirt on. I had a camera. I would sneak down below and get on the field, and Coast looks over, and I'm arm in arm with Chase Utley, Jimmy Rollins, Ryan Howard, and he's like, "How did you get on, Selby?" And we went and got dirt from home plate, the pitching mound, and oh man, I mean, it was unbelievable. And he's like, "You're the one guy I knew that would probably get on the field," and and just having that experience with best friend Coaster,
Yeah.
it's been awesome. And he invited us to a practice the day before opening day.
Mm.
So we had our infielders working with their guys
Wow.
on Red Hawk Stadium, and I mean, he's been just awesome. And then we went to the game the other night, and we were the biggest cheering fans out there during that game, and he texted me after the game. He's like, "We need more of that." That was awesome. Just seeing your team, just so excited for watching Red Hawk baseball. But yeah, being able to go play at CHS and maybe having the opportunity at Target Field, it's so exciting for these boys and our community.
It's great to see you, man. Thanks so much for doing this on a short amount of sleep. Congratulations and good luck next week, okay?
All right. Thanks for having me.
Good to see you, bud. There he goes. Greg Salvevold, head coach of the Moorhead Spud baseball team, winning last night to make their first trip to the state tournament since 1990. Congratulations to them. That's awesome. We're due for a break. We come back. We'll keep the baseball chatter up. Corey Provis will join us as the Twins are back home, welcoming the Blue Jays, starting a series tonight. We'll do that when Hot Mike returns right after this.